All right, I think we'll go get started. Good morning, welcome, and thank you for coming to this session. In this session, we will cover some of the risks that you deal with when you move your business to the cloud and how Microsoft 365 access control technologies can help you mitigate some of those risks. How many of you are already on the cloud, like using Microsoft 365, Office 365? Awesome. Almost all of you, I guessed. Otherwise, why would you be here, right? So we'll do this in two parts. The first part, I'll talk about some of the access control technologies and the rigor that we have in the data center to keep your data safe in our data centers. And in the second part, I'll also talk about a feature that you could leverage in your organization where you could mitigate against privileged admin threats that the admins have, right? So two parts. One part talk about how we run the data center and what are some of the transparency and control features that you can leverage. And the second part, how in your organization you can run with zero standing admin privileges. So that's how the session is kind of planned. My name is Anand Menon. I am a program manager in the security and compliance team. Most of the features that you see here comes from my team. And I'll be available after this session for any questions if you have. So when you move to the cloud or when you take your business to the cloud, what are some of the risks or what are some of the concerns that you have? You worry about data security. You worry about where my data is, how my data is stored. Is my data encrypted? Is my data encrypted at rest? Is it encrypted in transit? Who has access to my data, right? Because suddenly, before you used to be in on-premises, and then you saw all your data, you had all the control. Now you're on the cloud, and what happens with your data, right? How is the access control there, right? Does the service provider have unfettered access to my data? So all that concerns comes in. And about data privacy, you worry about like the cloud service providers' data access policies. What are the privacy policies there? And then you worry about, does the cloud service provider sell my data? Like, do they use this for other commercial purposes? So you worry about that. Then you worry about transparency and control. You worry about who has access to my data. If somebody accesses my data, how am I going to know, right? And how can I control the access to that data? Because it's my data, right? It's your data. So you should be able to control who gets access to your data. And then most of you might be in a regulated industry. So if you're doing business with a cloud service provider, you want to make sure that the cloud service provider is compliant with the regulations that your industry needs, right? So these are kind of the main concerns, I believe, that you will have when you take your business to the cloud. You should ask these questions to all the cloud service providers that you work with. And at Microsoft, we take this really seriously. In fact, there is nothing more important to us than keeping your data safe, secure, private, and compliant in our data center. And we want to do it with the utmost transparency and control for you. So what I'll do is I'll start with how we keep your data safe in the data center. So we, meaning Microsoft, when you're doing business with Microsoft 365 or Office 365, your data is in the cloud. How we as a service provider keep your data safe in the cloud. So we'll look at it from three different angles. From an engineering perspective, these are the people who govern the service, right? These are people, my team is on call, and we operate on a DevOps model. Where our engineers are on call and we support the service. So what are some of the access control processes and policies we have in place to keep your data safe in the data center? And then we'll look at the service itself, how the service is designed grounds up so that you get that data security and privacy. And then lastly, some of the access control technologies that we have and the tools that enable us with that. So looking at the engineers, all our engineers, before they even get any access to the data center, they have to have background check. They need to have trainings. They need to go through at least 2 trainings, the FISMA training and the data center security training. They need to have required clearances. If they need to operate in a specific jurisdiction and that jurisdiction dictates certain clearances, they need to have those clearances. These are all like prerequisite, right? Before even you get an account in the data center, you need to have all that. And then they need to have multi-factor authentication. So with multi-factor authentication, we have enabled YubiKeys. In addition to smart cards, we also have YubiKeys. If you don't know, YubiKey is a capacitive touch device. So you need to be near the device and touch the device and it is a way of authenticating into the system. We also have phone-based authentication. Um, for any reason, if an engineer needs to log into the data center, into a machine, because if they can't automatically recover a service, or if they need to look at what is going bad with the service, they cannot use their corporate machines. They need to use a machine called SAW, or a secure access workstation. These are tightly controlled machines, and it does not have access to a lot of the other resources. So these are kind of controlled machines which gets you access into the data center. And then so you have all the clearances, you have all the multi-factor authentication, but still, if you need an elevated privileges into the data center, you need to go through multiple levels of approvals, because we operate on something called as zero standing admin rights. Nobody in the data center is an admin. No user in the data center is an admin, right? So every time somebody needs to get an elevated access, they will have to request for it. And I'll cover how one goes about that. So moving from engineer to service, right? So engineer, we got everything covered on the engineer, their background check cleared. But if the service does not support isolation, that's a problem, right? If the engineer needs to say, reboot a service, but he gets access to everything in the data center for just doing that, that's not going to work, right? So that's how we have kind of designed the infrastructure using RBAC from grounds up, where if, as an engineer, I just need to reboot a service, I get access to just that. I get no more than that, right? So I don't even go close to the customer data. So customer data is completely isolated. It's separate. All my data center operations are on this side, right? So that's how the data isolation happens. And then all the access to the data center for an engineer, it's just in time and just enough access. So we didn't stop there. We wanted even the tasks or the automated tasks that run on the data center, we want it to run in least privilege, not just the user. We want tasks also run with least privilege. So say, for example, if you have a automated task that does network patching, right? It runs with the least privilege access, right? It does not get a system level access. It just gets the least privilege access, even for just that task, right? Role-based access control, I mentioned, that's the technology that is behind the service. And if there is an activity that can be repeated, we look at ways to automate it, because M365 is a service at scale, and we cannot keep on adding people as we grow, right? So the way we do it is by automating as much as possible. We run about like 70 million workflows in a day, which is about like 2 billion a month, right? So the only way we will scale is by automating. And what are some of the technologies, access control technologies that we use? Just-in-time access, just enough access, so the engineer gets just the right amount of privileges to log into the data center or run a service in the data center. All access is time-bound, so the maximum duration that we allow in case of, if there is any reason to access customer data, the maximum duration we allow is 4 hours. And then everything in the data center is logged and audited. And the tool or the technology that allows us to do this just in time, just enough, and time-bound access is what we call as Data Center Lockbox. So remember how I talked about zero standing admin rights? So nobody in the data center has any standing rights standing admin rights in. So if I need an elevated privileges, the way I do it is I request for access through a system called Lockbox. The Lockbox does all the checks, all the basic checks. Am I background checked? Do I have the necessary clearance? Do I have all the required trainings? And once Lockbox passes through all that checks, then the request goes, my request for elevation goes to a manager. It is, it could be anybody in my management chain, and they will have to approve my request before I get elevated privileges into the data center. So as you can see, we apply a lot of rigor, access control rigor, to keep your data safe in the data center. You don't need to buy any products for this, right? So you are on M365, you get this out of the box, right? So, but you might be in a regulated industry. You might be in a regulated industry where you might have to prove to your auditors or your regulators on any access outside of your organization, right? So that's where there are certain features that are available to you that you should leverage. First and foremost is for transparency. you should enable audit logs, right? Audit logs is the way for you to know if there is any access that has happened outside of your organization. So if you turn on audit logs and integrate it with your SIEM systems, then you will know if anybody from Microsoft has had access to your data. You don't need, again, you don't need to buy any new products for this. You get this by default, and you should turn this on. The second one is you might want to control access to your data, right? Because it's your data. You want to control who gets access to your data. So that's where Customer Lockbox comes in. So if you are on a E5 SKU, or if you have an advanced compliance SKU, then you get this feature, Customer Lockbox, right? So remember, I talked about data center lockbox, where every elevated access to the data center is controlled through lockbox. So Customer Lockbox is an extension of our data center lockbox. So let's take a scenario, right? So you are a customer, right? You ran into an issue with, say, a mailbox. One of your users' mailbox got corrupted, right? And your admin tried to recover it. They couldn't. So they raised a support ticket with Microsoft, right? So the Microsoft support team passes it on to the engineering team, and the engineer takes a look at it and says, oh, for me to troubleshoot this, I need to get access to the data, because the mailbox is corrupt, so he probably have to run a command that potentially will give him access to the data. So that's where Customer Lockbox flow kind of kicks in, right? So similar flow. So the customer raises a request. Microsoft engineer gets the request, deems that, hey, this is an access to customer data request. They send the request to Lockbox. Lockbox system does all the prerequisite checks, and then it sends to a Microsoft manager for approval. So the Microsoft manager takes a look at the request, approves the request, and now if this is a customer data request, right? Remember. So once the manager approves the request, if the access is for customer data, and if the customer has turned on Customer Lockbox, that's when the request will now go to the customer, you, for approval. So you will see a request coming from Microsoft. It will say Microsoft engineer, and then you can approve the request. Or only when you approve the request, that's when the engineer will get access to the data center. So with this, you pretty much control who gets access to your data in the data center. So let's quickly look at the Customer Lockbox flow here. So I am in the admin center. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with admin center. So in admin center, if I go to support, settings, so in the settings tab, you see there is a Customer Lockbox option here. So this is an opt-in feature. By default, this won't be turned on, because by turning this on, what you're saying is now if there is a data access request in my organization, somebody from my organization needs to approve it. So you need to have a designated approver added for this. So that's why it's not a default option. You will have to opt in to Customer Lockbox. So to opt in, you click on edit. This is turned on, so you'll see this slider on. So it says requires approval for data access request. Once you save, now Customer Lockbox is turned on. What you should do is you should also configure who will approve the request, right? By default, there are 2 roles that are allowed to approve Customer Lockbox requests. The first one is global admin. Global admins, of course, obviously can have access. The second one is a canned role for Customer Lockbox called Customer Lockbox access approvers. And the reason why we have added this is because since this is a access request from outside, you probably want your legal team to weigh in on this, right? You probably want your CELA team to weigh in on this. And you don't want to give your legal team global admin access to approve these requests. So that's why you can add people whom you deem are qualified to approve the request to this role, Customer Lockbox approver role. And then when there is a request, you would get an email. The global admins and people who are in the Customer Lockbox approval role will get an email like this. And if you can read, there is a service request number in here. So this is the support request that you have created in the beginning with Microsoft. So this is a reference for you. So you can go back and, so if you didn't know where this request came from, that's the reference number for me. And then it also says the duration. In this case, it's 4 hours. And for any data access requests in the data center, 4 hours is the maximum. We do not allow anything more than 4 hours. It can be lower than that, but we don't allow more than 4 hours. And then you can also see there is a data in here that says citizenship is US. So some of the customers have jurisdictional laws that says, hey, people from outside certain jurisdiction cannot access my data. So it's for that. So if that does not comply with your internal process, you can deny the request. But bear in mind, the issue that you had will linger because you have rejected the request now, right? So this is where you will start seeing all the customer lockbox requests. There is a reference number, so you can click on it. You can click on one of the requests that is in pending state, and then approve the request. And it says Microsoft has a 4-hour window for this. Right now, the request is approved, and this is when the engineer gets access to your data for 4 hours to troubleshoot the issue that you are having with your mailbox, right? So that's the customer lockbox flow. And then all the things that I talked about needs to be audited. Like, don't take our word for that, right? So we have external auditors who audit our service all the time. And we probably have, Microsoft has the most comprehensive set of compliance offering across industries, region, global. I don't even know half of it here, but so the point that I want to make is, like, your data in the data center is safe. That's the most important job that we have, like, to protect your data that is in the data center. So yeah. And then moving on to the second part. This is the first part that I talked about in the data center. The second part is you as a tenant, right? So I talked about how we operate our data center with 0 standing admins. But in your organization, you probably have global administrators, right? There was the data that said, on an average, there are about 13 global administrators in an organization, right? So these global administrators have superpowers, and they could, turn into an internal rogue admin, or they could be subject of a phishing attack, right? And if their credentials are lost, then they could be used as an attack vector, and then it could be used to copy your sensitive data to external storage. Your data could be held for ransom, or even worse, like, it could be used for a large infrastructure attack, like a DDoS kind of attack, which could kind of play mayhem for your business, right? So what are some of the things that you could do in your organization to ensure that you operate with, like, 0 standing admins, right, in your organization? So first, enable MFA for admins. It's no-brainer. Turn on privileged identity management in Azure AD. So this is JIT access for your roles. So as a global administrator, you are not a standing global administrator. You are using just-in-time access to get global administrator role. So turn that on. And the third thing is, so even if you are jitted into an admin role for how many ever duration that you are global administrator, the risk still exists, right? So how do we mitigate against that? So that's where privileged access management in Microsoft 365 comes in. Privileged access management in Microsoft 365 is a granular task-based access. So even if you are an administrator, there are certain tasks that you can guard. Like, for example, journal rules, right? If you are in an Exchange administrator, you can create journal rules and siphon your email out, right? And if you, probably once you create it, nobody's going to know, right? It's going to stay there, and then all the email gets siphoned out, right? So how do you protect against that, right? So that's what privileged access management gives, and I'll quickly cover that as well. So privileged access management is just-in-time, granular task access. There is a privileged admin workflow. So if you need to get access to that task, you need to go through a workflow, just like how I showed in Lockbox. It needs to be approved by a manager. So same workflow applies here, and everything is audit ready as well. So let's take a look at privileged access management. So the scenario that I talked about, you're an Exchange administrator. You create a new journal rule. In this case, you are getting your CEO's email, or the attacker is using new journal rule to siphon out your CEO's email to an external email address, right? this can be done today. So if you have privileged access management in M365, you should be able to prevent this. Let's look at how. Right? Again, in the admin center, you go to settings. So you see a privileged access tab in here. It's turned on for this tenant, but you can turn this on. It's a slider. You have to also add an approver for this. Once you save it, the privileged access is turned on. Now, the privileged access is turned on, but you have to set policies, right? You saw how new journal rule, it's easy to create. Now you need to create a policy to prevent new journal rule from getting access. So the way you do it is you come into the PAM screen, you configure policies, you add a new policy. It's a task because new journal rule is a lower level task. The policy scope is exchange. You select the policy name, again, new journal rule, and the approval type. There are two types we support, manual and auto approval. For critical tasks, you might want this to be a manual approval so that it goes to somebody, a second pair of eyes take a look at this before approving. So you turn this on. There is an approver group. So these are the approvers who will get the email. So once you create this, now there is a policy that is in place for new journal rule. Now if you go back to the PowerShell, this is probably the window that a lot of the admins love. If I try to create the same journal rule, because now I have a policy that is set, it says that please raise an elevated request because this is now blocked. The admin, even if you're a global administrator, you will not be able to access this task, right? So the way if there is a genuine reason for me to run this task, the way I would do it is by coming back here, I will click on access request. I will create a new request. I'll say the task is exchange. It's new journal rule. I want it for an hour because I need to create a new journaling rule for auditing. And I save it. So now there is a new request that is in pending state, right? Now, whoever is part of that PAM approvers group that I showed before will get this request and they can approve it. So if I switch back, so you see, I've switched back to another administrator. They will see the same request and they can click on it and they can approve the request. And once the request has been successfully approved, this is when the admin can go back and they can run this new journal rule again, right? Because we have put this under PAM or privileged access management. So even if you're a global administrator, you will not be able to run certain critical tasks. Yeah, so I was going to go. So right now it works for Exchange. We are working on extending this to SharePoint and Teams and other workloads. And I know I'm running out of time. So quickly, here are some of the resources. Please go read. I recommend there are two sessions, one on data center security, how we operate our Microsoft data center with zero trust. That is tomorrow. And then there is also one right after that on how you protect your data in transit and at rest with encryption technology. So I recommend that you go for these sessions. And just to wrap up, what are some of your to-dos? Enforce 2FA for your admins. Turn on unified audit logs. Integrate with your SIEM system so you know if anybody else is accessing the data. Enable Customer Lockbox. If you're on E5, Advanced Compliance Queue, enable Customer Lockbox. Use PIM for JIT. Turn on PAM. Again, if you're on M365 E5, turn on PAM for granular access control. But for everything else in the data center, don't worry, we got you covered. Okay? So that's all I had. I'll be available for questions afterwards. Thank you. Thank you.